Assalamu alaikum, peace. My name's Sulayman, and just wanted to record something just to get in a habit of it. But I was looking back at my life and some of the things that I used to do, and I wanted to talk about the topic of everything that you will get, everything that you'll have won't pass you. Whatever you get is for you, was destined for you, and whatever you don't have was never meant for you. And I remember just looking back at my life, like especially when I was younger. Now I'm 18 years old, like subhanAllah, I'm older. But I was really just reflecting on my life and just noticing how I used to chase after people I would want to be friends with, or I'd have friends that were bad influences, but I'd still want to be friends with them. And even though I knew that it would change my adab, my character, I still did it just to fit in. And growing up, maturing, and really having growth as a person really taught me how destructive that is. I think I was like 14 and 15 at that time, but now that I'm older and have somewhat awareness, I can really see how that was so destructive, yet I held onto it. That's the funny part. It was so destructive, it was so bad, and I knew it too. I knew it was gonna end badly too. All different types of things. But I knew it would end bad. Having these influences, these people I would talk to, friends that I actually considered friends. But growing up really showed that I should just left them alone. I should have went my own way. It's better to have halal loneliness than haram company. It really is. So don't try to hold on to things that Allah is trying to get rid of in your life. And for me, that was those friends. Crazily enough, I held on to them for like 2 years. And it destroyed my mental health. It was exhausting. But look, the thing is that's funny, I held on to it even though I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad. It was mentally draining. I knew all these things, but I still wouldn't let go of something that Allah wanted me to let go of. So alhamdulillah, I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago. So those people are gone, but I can really just think about how much I've changed because I let that happen. There's an old saying, embrace the change with grace. And if I did that and had the level of awareness I had now, I'd probably be so much farther. 15, 14, 3 years, 18. But alhamdulillah, that's the importance of like personal development, journaling, meditating, whatever else. Just learning how to know and be aware of the type of person and character that you're building. And that's really paramount when you think about it, especially as young Muslims. There's so much going on in our world, and just having the ability to be aware of why you think a certain way or why you feel a certain way in a certain situation, whether that's with your friends or company, knowing why you feel an emotion is really something that most adults don't even have. They just feel an emotion, don't know why, and then go on with their day. But when you have a higher level of awareness, you really start to know how you would act in a certain situation, which of course will help you throughout life. It'll even help you with being married. It'll help you with that. But it's funny now looking at it. I remember when I deleted Snapchat. Wallahi, it felt like a rock was just off my chest. I was so happy. I instantly smiled and did a happy dance. And I knew I should have deleted it too, but I was holding on, trying. Oh, that's not. If I leave them, it's not nice. What will they think of me? Who cares? Wallahi, who cares? You come first. Your mental health is paramount to you, not the opinion of others. That is something I wish I drilled into my head so much younger. Oh my God, if I was 14 and could hear myself, I would tell myself, don't hang around these people that swear or have characteristics that you don't want to have. But one of the things that's challenging about our times is that it's so normalized that it's hard finding good friends. So when you have a friend that's righteous, that tells you to remember to pray, or to remember to say Bismillah, remember to read Sultan Mulk before you go to sleep, or reminds you of your religion, hang on to them, man. Because wallahi, they are a treasure, they are a gem in a world full of trash. But yeah, that's one of the lessons I've learned. Just letting go, letting Allah do what He needs to do, not getting in the way of your own success. But that's really just what I was thinking about, because it's so powerful. I need to get away from these flies, bro. But yeah, you need to develop the skill of awareness. Even if you're like 15, even if you have friends that aren't good influences, you need to develop that, because it'll take you very far. The first step of personal development is building awareness. So that's pretty paramount. It's pretty critical. So if you're in a situation like that, if you have friends that you don't really want, if you have friends that aren't really friends, that don't push you to be better, that don't remind you of Islam, and even if they do remind you of Islam, it's followed by like 30 curse words, swear words, or whatever, you're just gonna have to let them go, man. Surround yourself with people you want to be with. Surround yourself with people you want to become. That's so powerful. It's very rare too, so even if you don't have someone, be that person for someone else, please, because us as young Muslims, we need it, man. We need it so much. We need personal development. We need habits for growth. It could be something small like journaling, setting goals for a day or two. But we as Muslims, we really need to do that. So just remember that building the skill of awareness is going to take you very far. Surround yourself with people you want to become, and don't let the opinions of others be more important to you than your mental health, your physical health, because wallahi, it's exhausting. I wish I told my 14-year-old self that, which is funny because I thought when I was 14 I had it all figured out. I thought I knew the people I wanted to be around. I did not. I did not. So just remember that this world needs more Muslims with character, Muslims that don't swear or aren't in relationships. We need more Muslims like that, man. So try to be a Muslim like that. May Allah guide all the Muslims that are in those situations and guide their hearts to the straight path. Allahumma ameen. That's it for this video. I'm gonna get away from here because these flies are annoying. But assalamu alaikum, peace.